You know, in a lot of ways, until I started looking at the footage of this trip last night for the first time, I've sort of forgotten all about it in a weird way, which might sound a bit ungrateful. It's almost like the trip passed me by without me noticing, which isn't true. I mean, this is India. How can you not notice it? This isn't India, by the way. This is the north of England. 6 months ago, this was India. What's your name, man? What's your name?
Rajesh Kumar sir.
I didn't truly know India until I walked there, until I travelled on foot. The first time around I'd hidden behind hotel doors and my organised girlfriend, but still it was India. You know, I got sick, I got the t-shirt, but I knew there was so much more. And I suppose that's what drove me back out there in a way, to walk. On foot you're open to everything, to all of it, whether you like it or not. And India broke me and loved me. And when I left I missed it like an ex-girlfriend. Enough time had passed now though to fall out of that Indian swagger. I was different since then, since that 500-mile walk. At the last minute I almost bailed. I had this feeling I was doing it wrong, that I should go somewhere new, that I was chasing something. Memories are sweet because it's life without fear. I heard that somewhere.
Reggie, man! It's Reggie out! Woohoo! Namaste!
I go to Goa and get stuck. It takes a month of doing nothing to learn how to do nothing. But I roamed the dusty streets with Raj and drank with the same faces still living on. Living free as they see it. Maybe with an extra crease from his fast living and smoking. But still with the same twinkle of youth. And Nishi. There was Nishi. Raj, what's your advice for when I have a shower?
Sit down. You have to sit down on the floor, yeah? Because the current's gonna be get it on your head.
He's saying, you can't stand up and have a shower because you get electrocuted. That right, Raj?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it wasn't quite the same. I couldn't quite put my finger on what had changed.
Oh, you people make me sick.
Sure, the drug dealers and the prostitutes were gone, or at least mostly. But honestly, I didn't feel like I fit there as much. Something unsettled in my head saying, you shouldn't be doing nothing. It's not slow, it's almost still. It's shanty, as they say. And if you ever try to encourage a plan to leave the cafe, people brush it off with a shanty shanty, all in good time, Bob. But that time never comes. People walk differently there. And after enough time, you walk like that too, with seemingly no aim or destination. And then when it goes dark, people dance.
Join me. Get involved.
And as could always be the case when you're leaving a place, that same place suddenly looks rosy.
Oh wait, still you can change your mind, I don't mind. You can come back, please, come on. You can say to your driver, stop the car. Still I don't mind, really, trust me, I don't mind, you can change your mind. Okay, still we are good friends. Oh my God, Bobby, really you're going? Now you stop the car, you change your mind. Yeah!
Leaving home without a plan was intentional. You see, in the past my journeys, in a way, had put structure to an adventure. Limits maybe. Always so set on a destination that maybe I missed a turning somewhere, missed an opportunity, and lost freedom in the hunt for that very thing. It's the first journey I've done where I left home to start a journey without any idea of what I'm going to do, and that was on purpose. For some reason, I felt the pull to Bangalore.
हेलो बोल रहे हैं कि पहुंच गए जसवंतपुरम कि देखिए मेरे को फटाफटी टाइम ज्यादा लगता नहीं है फटाफट मेरे से वो बासंती पुलाव हो जाता है बासंती
I don't know, but I feel like for a sentence that could be this long, the Indians seem to have it.
अरे नहीं बाबा हम वही तो बोल रहे हैं हम रहेंगे क्या हम आ जाएंगे लेके क्योंकि आपका सामान मेरे को गिफ्ट उसको देंगे सब फैमिली मिल के चार्ज है उसका कोई टेंशन नहीं है.
Are you sure we're talking about chicken? Biryani. Welcome to Bangalore. How can you be talking about chicken so passionately? How? I couldn't, even if I tried.
Okay, we are planning for tomorrow. It's my brother's birthday, so we are planning the food.
Fair play.
We are planning the menu.
Fair play. Close my mouth. Bangalore is a city, well, I was trying to think back, but I'll say it. It's the worst traffic I've ever seen. And that is really saying something. It felt claustrophobic. This concrete maze filled with cars and cows chasing about like Pac-Man, if you know what I mean. Crossing the city took an hour in a tuk-tuk. After an hour we arrived at Nishi's brother's birthday party, and I sat with the gang like old friends of course and got silly drunk.
Happy birthday to you.
And Gary sat on the birthday cake.
Creamy ass, very good now. So disgusting.
Nishi fed me all day long for days, and I never complained obviously. She showed me the kind of love you wonder if you deserve. Another long pause in a place, another connection built and broken, and I headed north on a 5-day train.
Coffee.
I say it was 5 days on a train, but honestly, day 3, 4 and 5 were kind of lost. Something I learned in India this time around is that chemists are drug dealers. I suppose they are the world around now I think about it, but Indian chemists, they sell the good stuff. See, I got sold these sleeping tablets that turned out to be more than sleeping tablets. These little red pills would send me off into a comfy slumber through the rattle of train in India, so I was told. But these little red devils, They didn't just drift you off, they plunged you into another world. For 3 days the train rocked like a boat. The world outside my window became a movie on a fuzzy telly. I was so lost in my trip that I almost missed my stop. A fellow passenger poked me alive. "Rishikesh," he smiled. Years earlier, I'd roamed the cafes of Rishikesh, dreaming up journeys I never dared to begin. And here I was again, in every sense. In the past idle weeks, I've been leaning into tea houses and waiting for the right idea to find me. And I thought it had. In Goa, I got chatting to this guy who drew me up a map to the most beautiful place in India, as he claimed. And so I'd walk there, somewhere up in Kashmir. But as ever, I felt the old familiar pull to stay where I was, to stay safe and still and comfy. The only thing that drives me to try something that other people aren't is that I've learned, luckily, gratefully, that throwing myself down random roads has always given me something. It's given me something worth so much. I always find the prize, you know. But I question it still, even now. Why is no one else doing it? Because they're not an idiot. Because they're normal. Anyway, eventually I walked down to the river to film and announce the beginning of a walk through the mountains to some random name scribbled on a receipt in my purse. And then I remembered. The river reminded me of a half-cooked idea from years ago. To follow the river. To follow the Ganges. So you can see how many leaves have fallen off this tree since I started this video. That's my first apology. I'm sorry I take so long. The second apology is I lost footage again. I was deleting things off my phone to make room for more photos and things like that, and somehow I then deleted things off my camera. Anyway, you're not really going to miss anything because you've seen it all before. It was me walking down Indian highways complaining a lot. So my rule is when I start one of these journeys is on the first day of the trip, I don't worry about how much distance I'm going to do as long as I leave. Even if you just walk out of town and camp, which is basically what I did. I walked out of town, slept under a bridge, got a couple of strong cans from the wine shop there and passed out. Woke up with a couple of dogs next to me. But I'd begun. I'd done the hardest bit, in a sense. Now you see, you know that I walked 500 miles in the south of India a few years ago, and one of the driving motivators of that was to see if I could do it. Now that I know I can do it, what's the point in doing it again? The idea of following the river I was attracted to it because it seemed simple. All I had to do was keep my eye on the river and keep walking till I got to Gangotri, the spiritual source of the Ganges, which was 200 miles or so up into the Himalayas. It sounded simple, it sounded easy, it sounded enjoyable, but walking along the highways there, it was far from it. 40 degrees, I was unfit. Those memories of walking in the south had become rose tinted, obviously, and the bad sides of that trip came screaming back. For the hottest hours of the day, I would sit in these tea houses on the side of the road, which were, yeah, it was in the shade, but it was basically even hotter than outside. It was like a sauna. Anyway, across the other side of the river, I would see this little winding trail that looked like a little slice of heaven. And I would ask the locals, what's it like on the other side, you know? Would I be alright for water and whatnot? where people would say there's too many tigers and bandits on the other side, you can't walk. But my hatred for walking down highways, it wasn't just hatred, it was just that I wasn't going to do it. So I went for the tigers and bandits, and honestly it was the best decision I've ever made. Is this guy's horn stuck on? What's going on? I can either go that way, across that bridge, and up there, and along there, I think. Or I can go across this. Doesn't look great. Be fine. Be fine, yeah? Oh, this feels weird. Come on. I weigh it as much as a sparrow. But it feels weird. It's fine, you big softy. I'm a drama queen, aren't I? Never used to be. A car went past, came to a stop, took my photo, and then just drove off without a word. They're over there, actually. Right, I'm gonna get a lot of attention here. I kind of want a nice little peaceful breakfast, but it is what it is. If I can find an omelette, well, I'm going to eat 2 of them. Oh, it's busy. Namaste. Oh, nice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Ooh. You have kana?
Kana?
Like omelette? Omelette?
Omelette. Omelette.
Yes. Lovely. There's some great faces over there I'd love to take photos of. Fantastic moustaches. These are the boys. Gangotri. Thanks, sir. Thank you. Take care, boys. Can't do everybody. Look. Hello. Thanks for that, boys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's the greatest temple. It's on bridge. If it was late at night, I'd get in there. It's getting on about 1 o'clock now, absolutely boiling. I'm pretty sure that's a temple. The coolest temple in the world. You can only get there by this bridge. And I think I can hear music coming from it, so I'm going to have a look. It's a bit of a walk. It's going to be a walk out of here, but this trip's different. It's not a direct route. It's closest to exploring I've ever done. I'd love to get in that water, but it's just too damn far, I think. Thing is, you climb down, you get refreshed, but by the time you climb out again, you're sweating more than ever. Very unnerving, this. Very unnerving. Oh my god. That would go. Wait a minute. This isn't good. I can hear music coming from there though. Look at that. I does not get better. Oh, bollocks. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, is it not? They use this? Look at this ant. What a hero. It's a wing of something, isn't it? gonna fly. Fly, fly. Namaste.
Hurry up.
How you doing? I'm Bobby. I just rest.
First?
Trekking.
Okay.
Trekking, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Namaste. Biscuit?
No.
No?
Okay.
Chai? Sure.
No tension, okay?
Bridge is okay?
Okay, no tension.
Okay. I'll come. Thought this might happen. Scary bridge time. I mean, I know it's fine, isn't it? It's fine, isn't it? Okay. A step at a time, Bob. Oh, I don't like it a lot. I'm gonna have to live on the other side because I'm not coming back. See, I'm not a brave man. I've said this to people. Everything scares me. I like how the middle bit is weakest. Smell the reefer. I've got too many things in my hands. I don't know how I've ended up here. The only way to this temple is over that bridge. The only way to that bridge is on that little road. This is tucked away nicely. It's the most surprising journey I've ever done. And we're barely into it. I looked at the map. It's a long way to go. A lot of days. What else am I going to do, eh? Got nothing else planned. Thank you very much. Thank you. See, these guys don't want to cross, no? They're scared. Even these guys don't want to cross. So these guys are debating whether or not it's safe. No, it's not. See, boys, you get the slice of paradise after you cross the death bridge. These guys live in heaven. There's weed everywhere. Like, everywhere. It won't be a good harvest. Just getting rid of the weeds. Keep off the grass. Bum shaver? Bum shaver?
Bum lady.
I don't really know how to do it, man.
That's static.
That's beautiful.
Look,
I'm gonna put it in there, is he?
दिखाओ पहले इनको दाना दिखाओ
ये दाना
focus there
ले रहा हूं पिक्चर पूरी देगा
It's gone.
yeah, it's inside his eye. Yeah.
Ah, come on. I'm not doing that. He might never come out. Oh.
गया चलो कोई बात नहीं कोई नहीं रुक गया
I must keep following this river. How do I find myself in a place like this? When all I did was walk out of town. Morning viewers. Part of me woke up thinking, yeah, let's hit the road. But a very small part of me. I'm taking a day off. I get to be here. I can rest because I've got a lot of blisters, blah blah blah, all these things. I've actually got something stuck in my foot. I don't know how that's happened. You'd think I'd noticed that, wouldn't you? I just thought it was another foot pain, but I'm gonna sit here because it's amazing and stretch and write. I don't think they mind. It's just sometimes it's just miscommunication every time. I made a laugh this morning. Up until then, I was kind of you on the side of you don't want to know you, but it's just different etiquettes, different ways of being, you know. I'm gonna pay him anyway, so it's okay. I'm gonna have one lovely day in the Peace Garden. And I slept like a baby, like an old baby. It's like me, I'm an old baby. Hang on. It might sound ridiculous, but I was sat on the other side of this bridge, not daring to walk across to here, this scary bridge. And it wasn't until the Baba waved me over that I came, you know. I needed encouragement, but it's very symbolic. What am I going to find on this journey? I wouldn't have normally come off the road that far if I was trying to get miles done. If it's about the end point, it's not. So I turned back and walked down here and sat in the shade, but I didn't dare come across until I was encouraged. But then I'm here now, and it feels like it's the prize for walking these hot miles and pushing past the things that scare me. But obviously there's another side of it when I think about big scary jungle cats that can do it. I've had messages off people saying it's a very real problem. And people here told me. But what if? What do I miss if I let that stop me walking? Because I'm scared of what could happen.
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm pissing. It's warming.
By the way, this song is on continuously. Sometimes you think it's gone off, but you just stop hearing it. All you gotta do is cross the scary bridge. And if you shall pass, a slice of heaven awaits. I don't know why, but my bag it's almost suspicious. It just doesn't feel heavy. What have I not got? I've got water. I don't understand. I want to put it down to... Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? I want to put it down to that all of a sudden I've got strength for it. Maybe that magic day of rest yesterday. Oh my god. It just does something to you. I've seen the locals sitting here. They sit on the roofs or something like we were, and they just stare at well, they're not really looking at anything, but they just look out at the mountains. It kind of reminded me of the way that I'll tend to look down at my phone, you know. And it just felt like looking at this is more entertaining, and listening to this, smelling it, being there is more entertaining than looking at some naff YouTuber.
Selfie.
Go boys, you get involved.
Idhar aap idhar aao na, selfie.
Oh, I'm sweating. Car coming, but no matter. Wait there a sec, man. Thanks, boys.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Take care. Take care. Thank you, mate. The only place in the world where cars not bothered about standing in the road. Wow, look at my glasses.
Okay.
Alright, boys, I gotta go. Thanks a lot.
Okay, sir.
See you, man. Hello. I like to see the boys at work. I don't know why. Did that sound a bit gay? did, didn't it? But that's okay. That's okay. Oh, big monkey. It's another world really sometimes when you hang around in these temples. You kind of get used to the feeling of not knowing what's going on and not reading into things too much. You feel like you're in the space or something like that. I don't know. And plus the thing with money, you just never know how much to pay. It's all a bit confusing, but I remembered last night how important it is. Just if you don't know what's going on, just give them a nice smile anyway. Just not too much, don't say thank you too much, but show them that you're happy. Anywho, it's a beautiful morning. I've come to terms with it really, that I'm on this journey now and I am walking. I've found a track that winds its way along the river. It's pretty wild. There's so many twists and turns in it that I can't even really think about it yet. It's too far, so again I'm just reminded to backtrack a little bit and just get to the next bit. I've got to get to this town, which is about 8k, 10k or something, and get some cash. That's it, don't think about anything else. But it is beautiful. You would love it. It smells lovely. Look at that green soup, green juice. Got a mate here. Hello, mate. Nice to meet you, man. Where are you going?
1000 meter.
This road is fraught with landslide dangers. Hello. I love those ladies. Again, I'm tangled up in my camera, so sorry about this. Bit early for this kind of chat, but communication with women is always very... You just never know, you have to read each situation as it comes. A couple of times now, I've asked the guy's name and I asked the woman's name, and they seem to react in the same way, where they're sort of like, why are you asking? She's like, oh, okay, beg your pardon. It just rarely happens. Maybe not rarely, but not as often as... I never realised until someone pointed out that I experience all this from a man's point of view, from me. And I'm usually sat with the men. And this is all around the world. This is in India. It's in a lot of places. And while it's not my place, so I feel like I can't get involved. It's not my place to meddle with. I'm just passing through, whether I agree with it or not. But the segregation I've seen, and that is through just passing through as a foreigner with no language. The biggest segregation I've seen is between, or at least the roles that is evident, is between men and women. How are you? That looks heavy. Oh, that's very kind. I kind of got to go. Oh, that's so nice of you. I'm okay though, thank you. Thank you though. Namaste. What a lovely lady, she just offered me some food. Goodbye. Oh, should I stay? Inching my way down this road. And I am sweating cobs. How you doing, boys? Absolutely sweating cobs. But I have to, if I don't walk this morning, then I'm not really going to move anywhere again. As always, got up late, and I sweat through the morning, and then hide somewhere and sweat through the afternoon. The dream would be to get under a tree by the river, but that just doesn't seem like it's ever possible. I'll probably have to bake in one of the little cafes.
This
Devpriag, okay. This is where the river splits, and it's actually, I think the Ganges is, and now we're going to follow a confluence, is that the right word? You see how the river splits there? I'm going to follow this way, which is, sadly, is a highway. For the next couple of days at least, I'm going to be, I think it climbs as well, up a highway. But there's nothing I can do like that. And then I'll come back on the lovely wild road again and follow the Ganges somehow. And good news, I'm in this town, which is a little milestone, and usually when they have pictures of the food, hello, they never actually sell that. But this time they do. They do have fried ones, they do have chips, which is beige studge, which is my favourite type of food. I'm going to studge it up and hide for the next 3 hours. Alright, this is it. This is where the Ganges meet the... What's this river called, mate?
River, this called Alaknanda and there Bhagirathi.
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 Bhagirathi. Bhagirathi. Okay, there you go. There's the draining. Yeah.
First Ganga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First place is the Ganges, yeah.
Yeah, Ganga river.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
You know Ganga?
Ganga, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very important. Oh, so they dunk it on the heads there. Ah, okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. It's so bright I can't see the screen view, but I guess I'll go and do that. Have a dunk.
I come. Ganga.
Yeah. This is the Ganga. Hello, sir. Yeah. Probably pay a fee. Oh, look at that.
Ganga Puja.
Yeah, hang on. I think the river's going to change quite a lot now. It's going to be a lot smaller and hopefully quieter. Well, we'll see. I have absolutely no idea what's coming, as you know. We don't know what's around the corner. I didn't know this was around the corner. What do I do? I have to drink it.
Hand over. No, after how much?
How much? 200?
1,000, 2,000.
Okay. Very spiritual, and then how much? That's where I go. Up into them there hills. I love how it's such a spiritual place where it's all about feeling and about life or the next life or whatever it is. It's very important, this place. But money is also very important, clearly. 2,000, you having a laugh? These are some of my favourite villages and towns I've ever been to in the world, and I've been lucky with that. Can I look for a chai? So here's the river. I'll put it up in text because I honestly just can't say it. Bagfagati. Bagfagati. So this isn't going to be the true Ganges, I guess, but all I'm doing is following this water. This is my water, and well, if you know what I mean. I'm following, as long as I'm going upstream, I'm going right. Oh, you see that drip there? That is my urine. This bathroom just here, there's not actually I'm not going to show you, it's not actually a toilet in there, it's just a horrible room. Okay. Got myself a new crisp shirt. Oh, it's just so much better than that thick thing. And I know I look a bit John Travolta, a bit fantastic in the afternoon. I like it. How you doing? Thank you, sir. Another chai. I keep moving to escape the sun, but it's going to get me. then we crack on and find somewhere to sleep again after a few stomping, sweaty hours. Don't really need to explain anymore. Thank you, sir. I've had far too many chais already. I just needlessly climbed up this mountain. The highway's down there, so yeah, I've got to rejoin that massive highway for the next couple of days. Because, according to Google Maps, there's no path on the other side. Although, looky here, it is a lovely looking path. There's a fella walking along it there. If there's a bridge, I'm crossing back over. This is not an agony stomp, this journey. This is... I don't know yet. I don't know yet what it is. Also, I have a good stick now. I don't know if you'll know my videos that well, but I have a habit of losing my sticks. They always end up going on the fire. But I really want to keep this one. So I taped it up at the end. I feel like I'm almost a babba. So a lot of these babbas, the people that wear orange, the people who look after the ashrams, their job is... I don't know what their job is. Look after the ashram and get high all day. That's basically what they do. Maybe that's not fair. But they also, I think every now and then, maybe every year or something, they've got to take a big journey. And as a word for journey, let me just check my little book. Wait there a minute, viewers. The word is yatra. I think there's many words for it, or yatra. And it means like pilgrimage, journey or walk. And I think, because I've met a few of these guys now, these babbas, you get the odd woman as well, and they travel, I think they travel by foot, and they travel all around India. They spend their life travelling really, and they live in the ashrams. And I mean, I wish I could ask them more questions. It's frustrating that you can't, because I don't speak their language. And I don't know what it is, even if you try and translate something, or you try and act it out and ask a question of how long they've been in the ashram, they still sort of, it's almost like these questions don't get asked. Maybe the Indians just know. But to me, I don't know, it's fascinating. But now I can say this word, yantra, means journey. It kind of makes sense to people of what I'm doing. Hello, sir.
I went to India with a blank patch of life ahead of me. I'd left it blank to see what it would fill up with, to see where life would go and how it would feel.
Namaste. That was a good namaste from me, wasn't it?
And in hindsight, I can see that it worked out exactly how it should have, the same as every adventure before. It started with an idea, and with doubt and struggle.
Hello. Hey, boys.
But really, it started on one morning when I finally picked up the bag and walked out of town.
Now zoom. Is there a temple? Ashram temple? No?
1 kilometer.
8. I am, however, quite aware that the sun's setting, and as nice as it is, it's going to be dark like that, and I need somewhere to stay.
I said that I always find a prize on these journeys, but it isn't really about finding a prize. It's probably more about discovering something that I had all along. The blessing of my freedom. The blessing to walk out of town.
So I walked into town, into the little village, immediately said I can sleep there. No harm, no foul. It was just, it wasn't even a question, it was just, that's what you do. You take in the traveller. I think, as this man was just explaining, there's been so many pilgrims and pilgrimages around this part that traditionally, for probably thousands of years, it's very normal to take in a traveller. He said, there's a phrase that says that this land here, this state, is good for a traveller. It's not for the regular man. That's what he said. It's not good for a regular man. It must be quite a hard life. Maybe not a lot of money. Anyway, I'm happy as Larry, to be honest. It's sort of perfect travel, really, most of the time. Kindness, not too much staring. People are happy. They seem to lots of laughing and smiling all day.
And being around that environment, he just seems to have a big effect on me. So that's why I'm always grateful to the Indians. Anyway, this is my bed for tonight, it seems. No tigers to be worried about.
थोड़ा एक आधा कटोरी पानी डाल के सीटी मरा देना अगर कुकर में है हो गया ताजा हम तो ऐसे करते हैं हाँ हाँ
I slept today last night with the truckers. I woke up really close to one of them, mate. We were almost cuddling. Hey, come on. Why like this? I hate that saying. How you doing? Sneaky dog. You sneaky dog. Hey! Yeah, how you doing, mate? You alright? This is the man we shared a bed with last night, this guy.